You are listening to Venture Beyond, Stories from Hidden Worlds. If you enjoy this episode, please leave a like down below and share with a friend. And, if you haven't already, subscribe to the show so you don't miss an episode or new series and updates. So, I am here with my buddy from Black Sheep Vidya, the chillest of the pillest himself.
That's me.
And I'm forcing him to read stuff for me at gunpoint.
Yes. It's kind of mutual. He told me to say that.
He's definitely not reading this off of a script. You know, it's like
smiles politely.
Smiles politely. Agrees with quippy joke.
Blinks in Morse code.
Please. I haven't been fed in days.
He locks me in the basement.
Or in the closet.
Or in the closet, which is where I'm at right now. And it's hot as hell because this is the one area in our house that doesn't have any airflow.
Because why would you have airflow in a closet?
I mean, to be fair, I don't think closets are intended for recording purposes, but also, why would you have any area in the house that doesn't have any airflow besides like the garage? Which this is above, by the way, so it heats up like a fucking oven.
So I'm helping you with your sweated out, fitness program, right? How you do like the sweatsuits,
I'm giving you voiceover and you're making me sit in a sauna, so I'll lose, I'll drip sweat some weight off.
And we'll bottle it up and sell it, like the gamer girl bathwater and chill pills, sweat juice.
Yeah, I don't know if it's going to do as well as Belle Delphine, but we could always try. I'll be Chill Delphine.
What happens when chill pill is not so chill?
Yeah, what would I be right now? Warm pill? It's
pill.
So stupid. It's so dumb.
Hey, we're dads. We got to make the dad jokes, dude.
Yeah, obviously. I was making dad jokes before I was a dad, though. I was doing it before it was cool. It's still not cool, but I was doing it before then, too.
So, you get to do a reading from... this is kind of an interesting thing here. So, this is a... log entry from my sci-fi horror series, The Bones of Night.
Okay.
But it's not a normal log entry. So when the ship that is being investigated in this series, when it goes past FTL, it gets these weird anomalous things that mess with the computer systems and shows the crew like crazy shit, like one person like looked down the hallway and they saw their father who's been dead for like 10 years, things like that, right? So you get these anomalous log entries that are theoretically from a different space-time, or from their own universe, but it's from somewhere completely different. So this is one of those anomalous log entries, and it just so happens to be an advertisement for the in-universe radio show version of a story series that I'm about to premiere in like 2 months.
Oh, cool. All right.
So you get to record the first commercial for a show that hasn't even come out yet.
Woo. And if I do a good job, then maybe an ongoing thing.
Yeah, that'd be good.
We'll see how good or bad I do, I guess.
Yeah. Who knows? We'll figure it out.
Who knows? All right.
So I sent you a script and some notes about what kind of voice to take on, things like that. I want to see how you interpreted those notes with
Sure.
a good read through, and if we like it as is, we'll go with that.
Sure
if we want
thing.
to make adjustments, we'll make adjustments from there. So
Sure thing.
Do whatever you need to do to kind of get yourself in the zone, and let's give it a go, man.
Sure thing. Oh, la 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 la. You gotta warm up. Warm up the instrument, baby.
Big black bugs bleed blue blood.
Yeah, I had a list of tongue twisters that I usually would do whenever I would do my readings before. And yeah, the big black bear, blood, black, blue blood, whatever. Yeah, I did that one a lot. My favorite was the one about the basically it was like an executioner or something about like the axe, and I don't know. Like, it was pretty fucking brutal, but it was also a lot of fun to say.
Well, there's also the best one from Anchorman, Unique New York.
Unique New York. Yes.
The farmer was denied a bank loan.
The Human Torch was denied a payment loan. Whatever.
Anyway,
right.
Sorry.
No. It's fine. We're just shooting the shit. I haven't talked to you in years anyways, so it's kind of nice to catch up in little snippets.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Rocketing through the stars, fighting pirates, hideous monsters, and the very elements themselves. Don't miss the next daring episode of Galaxies Beyond, with our hero, Captain Jack Wells, and his loyal oath-sworn Elfay warrior companion, Talia, as they venture deeper into the Forbidden Zone in search of a way for Jack to get back home to Earth. In today's episode, journey to the strange, troubled shores of Nebulon 4 as Jack rushes to save the charming Nebulan Princess Mina from the clutches of the savage Lord Razorclaw and his Vixery space pirate goons. Can Jack and Elena swoop in to stop the pirate lord from ravaging the innocent beauty? Or will his gang of thugs be too much for our intrepid hero? I just realized that I didn't update Elena to Talia.
Oh, I forgot to also.
Let me go ahead and change that and give you another take.
Yeah, you can start from the top of that line because it'd be easier to cut around that instead of you starting from the beginning.
Sure thing. The can Jack and Talia?
Yeah.
Okay. Can Jack and Talia swoop in to stop the pirate lord from ravaging the innocent beauty? Or will his gang of thugs be too much for our intrepid hero? This shall be your end, Earthman. My space pirates are too much. Your defeat is inevitable. Beating the inevitable's what humans do, Razorclaw. Listen to Galaxies Beyond tonight at 6 p.m. on KVBS 99.1. Brought to you by Doohan Fuel. Give her all she's got.
Dude, that was dope.
You like that?
That was so good. Yeah, you definitely practiced that, I can tell.
Yeah, a little bit, yeah. Any notes? Anything you want me to do again, or...
So we were talking a little bit about Jack's voice. And it's funny because I just recorded the very first episode today.
Okay.
And you know what I settled into?
What'd you?
Matthew McConaughey.
Oh my God. What's it called? Beating the inevitable is what humans do, Razorclaw.
That's actually not bad, dude. I do like your original reading, though. That was really good. Because, cool. I mean, let's talk about the notes that I sent you. So this is, of course, a radio ad in kind of like the 50s radio show style kind of thing. So I just told you stereotypical radio announcer voice, peppy accented commercial. Yeah. And that's like quintessentially what you did. That was perfect. I got zero issues with that reading. It's perfect.
Cool.
For Jack, I told you a test pilot from Texas should be pretty easy because, we're in Texas.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It would make sense that I would know what a Texan sounds like. Yeah.
A little bit.
Yeah.
Somewhat quippy, lets his actions speak more for him, which is kind of a hard voice note, but it tells you, like they're not super crazy into embellishment, right? Like they act, they don't talk.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Let the guns do the talking.
Right. For two other lines, we actually have Rattertatter coming in doing the readings for those. So I'll talk about those when she gets to it. But for Razorclaw, I just loved what I came up for to tell you how to voice this guy. Give your best old school big bad of the week voice. Evil cackles, Schlarfy.
Schlarfy. I didn't even see that. What the hell is Schlarfy even supposed to mean? I hope that was Schlarfy enough for you.
Schlarfy is like dirty ham, just like
okay, so like Tasmanian devil kind of shit. Yeah,
I call that Schlarfy because it's like it kind of in an onomatopoeia kind of like captures that essence, Yeah. And that's exactly what you did. So honestly, you got this done on the first go. Like
really?
Yeah.
Damn. I didn't think I would exceed your expectations on it that quickly.
Dude, I knew you would nail this on the first go because you don't fuck around. Well, you fuck around, but no.
Well, I certainly do fuck around, but I also take things serious when I know they need to be taken seriously.
It's true. So I guess the question is, for people that are listening to this, kind of coaching part, I'm having him do a local recording of this just to, get as best quality as possible for the recording. Did the levels seem okay over on that end as far as the reading part? Does it look all right?
Yeah. Like what I'm seeing, it doesn't look like I'm like hitting any peaks. I'm not getting any background bullshit. I'm pretty sure this is going to be a pretty clean sesh. I was worried about, like I was telling you earlier, the halogen lights in our closet, which is where I am recording. For those of you who don't remember. This is ghetto as hell. Just looking at all my wife's blouses and stuff.
It's inspiration. Yeah.
Exactly. I'm so inspired by all of the shirts and pantaloons. But yeah, like as far as like a makeshift recording studio, I'm happy with it. This is really funny that this is my first actual like recording for anybody's project at all. I've been wanting to do this for so many years, but I've just never had like the time to do it. And then I had my son, and babies take up a little bit of your time, surprisingly. So I've had to put things on the back burner, but having friends like you around that have little projects that you need voices for. And I am doing this completely pro bono because I like Rain a lot, and I knew that what he was working on was going to be a good project that I wanted to be a part of. So yeah, this is sorry, go ahead.
No, you're fine. You're fine. We had talked about doing something for almost a year, I think.
Yeah,
and I was just like looking for something that would be kind of perfect, like something where you could just really go for it, really get into the role, and timing wise, things weren't connecting before. So like, I was just kind of like biding my time trying to figure out, when something was going to come up that was going to be just right. And then I got to this and I was like, oh man, if this works out timing wise, this is going to be it, dude.
Yeah, I agree. This was a very, very fun first project to do together. It was very bite size, but it was also like my bread and butter of character acting. So I enjoy it a lot. I do narration as well. I haven't put on my actual narrator, not campy hello narrator for you, but I absolutely love giving life to characters. This is exactly the kind of thing that I was hoping to do as far as like a dip my toe into the water kind of project.
Right. And the cool thing about this series, Galaxies Beyond, is with its focus in like more of the comedy space and stuff like that. I've been thinking about it being kind of like a perfect bed for guests to come in and do voices for this one. So
it seems well suited for it from the description you gave.
Yeah, so I might have a recurring character that's just your character. So whenever they show up, it's you, right?
Yeah.
And I it's an interesting cycle writing for this right now, because I've got something else that is kind of on the back burner that I was like, I'm kind of hitting a wall with it for new stuff, but I want to go back and revise it and fix some things and stuff. But in the meantime, I need something to fill the spot. And this series kind of came out of nowhere like a freaking hurricane. And one night I was like, 50 sci-fi funny.
I'm down for it. Like I was telling you that like this kind of stuff really reminds me like super hard of like Fallout, like that kind of campy, over the top. Obviously that's the aesthetic that they're going for, but like just like all the little infomercials that they would have with the Fallout dude, it's like it kind of encapsulates that kind of like humor for it. And I'm totally here for that because I love the Fallout games, and it's like, you know what? Why not me, Rain? Why not me?
Yeah, and I might throw so each episode is going to open with this episode brought to you by, right? And it's some in-universe company, right? Like Doohan Fuel, which is of course a reference to the guy who played Scotty in Star Trek.
Oh my god, I didn't put two and two together. Okay,
so the first episode is brought to you by Doohan Fuel. The next episode is brought to you by Lucas Cinemas.
I get that one right off the bat.
Yep. So the idea is like, it's not maybe what that person would have made, but it's related to something that they're known for. Totally. And I try to fit in, the 50s were really big on like a really good hook catchphrase, right? And so I try to hook in a famous line that actor or that character is known for. So Doohan Fuel, he plays Scotty. I'm giving her all she's got, Captain. So
that's perfect.
What else could it be but
right?
Give her all she's got.
Give her all she's got.
Yes. Lucas Cinemas is kind of a fun flip where instead of I've got a bad feeling about this is we've got a good feeling about this.
I like it.
So, it's going to be a really fun one to do and a really fun one to have guests on. So I might like throw things at you from time to time and be like, hey, when you get 2 seconds between changing diapers and so on, go read this.
Yeah, absolutely. I would be down to clown Charlie Brown. Like for real. I love being able to do this with you.
Hell yeah.
But we should probably get my better half in here so she can finish off the line reading super quick.
Sure. Yeah.
So let me go ahead and grab Miss Tatter super quick. I will be back in 5 minutes, or she will be back in 5 minutes.
Hello.
Hey, how are you?
Doing good. How are you?
Good. How was work today?
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're setting up a new area to photograph artwork, so I've been working on that.
Good stuff. Man, I haven't talked to you on the phone for a long time. How are you doing?
Yeah, it's life, baby.
Yeah, and gets away from us, especially with a kid. And it never goes any slower.
Nope. Oh boy. We're hoping once he gets down to one nap, we can do more things, because then we're not having to plan around 2 naps. We just have to plan around 1 nap.
Right. But
so far, no go on that. So
yeah, you gotta work with what the kid is doing. Like, oh well, for Izzy, we had to get like super structured on like when she goes to bed and everything, because when she gets off that schedule, she goes nuts. You know, and is extremely tired. So like we had to figure that all out and everything. Kids kind of tell you how you need to take care of them some way or another.
Just gotta listen, pay attention to what they're doing, and follow suit.
Yep.
Yeah, we had to get super structured with his naps and bedtime too, because he was just ending up, he wouldn't go down for a second nap until like 6 o'clock at night, and then we'd have to get him up at like 7, and then he wouldn't go down for like the night until like midnight, and we're like, this is not doable. We cannot keep doing this. Yeah, so we had to be very strict.
Then you get into overtired, and then they literally never go to bed. And
Yep. So we have to wake him up in the morning. He can't sleep in. We have to do his naps, wake him up by a certain time if he hasn't woken up already. And
Oh, man.
Yep.
Memories. So got a rather short part here, which is good, because then you get to like really focus on the line. But just to go over like kind of the notes as far as like what we're shooting for with these two characters. Mina is like the typical damsel in distress. And the note that I gave was, go ham, the more ham the better.
Yeah.
So, if it sounds in place for Orion Princess in Star Trek or something, that's probably Mina's voice.
Okay. I'm unfamiliar with that character, so unfortunately that doesn't click with me. But
any damsel in distress, like, oh please, you have to save me, that kind of thing, right?
Okay.
And then Talia, which I think I accidentally have as her original name, Elena, on the script there. She's like strong warrior, Viking, Klingon warrior lady. Strong, stoic, boastful. Like, these pirates have no honor. They shall die like the animals they are.
Gotcha.
Some grit, some like, I can open my own jars, thank you very much. Right?
And then smash them on your skull.
Yes. You don't need to twist it open if I smash it on your head.
It's open real good that way.
Everyone can have it. You never have to worry about it again.
Okay.
So, anything that you need to do to like warm up and like kind of key in to that, you can go ahead and go for it. But whenever you're ready, go for Talia or Mina's. Mina's the first line.
Yeah,
there.
Mina's is first. I think Mike changed Talia's name in the actual thing, so it does say Talia. So
that's good.
Okay, so oops. I need to try not to punch the microphone. That's helpful.
That's how you get really good sound. Just punch the shit out of it.
Okay, I'm going to give this a go, and then you let me know. I'll just do Mina's line, and then we can redo it as needed.
Yeah.
Please, Jack, run! Save yourself! My people will find a way to survive.
Oh, perfect. Perfect.
I'm hoping I didn't clip on that.
Do you want to double check the graph on that?
I'm seeing, I looked at the waves and they kind of maxed out there, but I don't, Mike talks way louder than I do, so I'm sure his lines would have done the same thing.
You could always try a more breathless, like, please, Jack, like less voice, but like a little.
Yeah, more breathy. Okay, I'll give that a go.
Okay.
Please, Jack, run. Save yourself. My people will find a way to survive.
Beautiful. Yeah, I mean, between the two of those, something's going to work. I don't think that second one should be peaking the mic like at all, because you only have a little bit of voice there.
It looked a lot better from when I peeked around, so.
Yeah. While you're still in Mina, do you want to do her second line?
Yeah, I can do that.
Okay.
Jack, please answer me.
Perfect. Oh, man. I didn't think I was going to have either of you do a ton of takes or anything, but, it's good. You guys got this.
We practice with our reading characters during streams, so.
There you go. That's why I knew I was in good hands with you guys,
Yeah, we like to get those characters going, as you did when you were streaming the games and stuff too, so.
That's very true. And now I have an entire show where it's nothing but that.
Right. Yep.
So do you want to give Talia a shot? Do you need to take a second to key into that, or?
I mean, I don't have Chill Pill or Mike actually has practice and things that he does to get into character, because he's like actually had a little bit of training and stuff. I just kind of wing it, and then we can shift it from there.
Okay.
If needed. The pirates have no honor. They shall die like the animals they are.
Little bit, let's see. I like the force. The force is good. I feel like the pacing. So when I hear it in my head, for her talking, her natural language is like kind of sounds like Italian. It's like the pirates have no honor. Like she has a little bit more build into her. Into how she talks, right? Like she has more dynamics. That's what I was looking for. Do you want to give it another shot? Okay.
Yeah, absolutely. The pirates have no honor. They shall die like the animals they are.
Ah, that's perfect. There we go. Yeah. Because some of the because that first one was really close, but I think that had a little bit more of the energy. There we go.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, while I got you, I got to ask the most important question of the entire interview forever. The most important question of all interviews ever. What is your ideal pizza?
My ideal pizza. Well, we'll actually probably have the same answer. It's our go-to whenever we order pizza and we can make our own. It's like a Hawaiian pizza, but we add some goodies to it. So we are pineapple on pizza people.
Hell yeah, that's the right answer.
I will fight for that, yes.
What do you
we
put
do
on
the pineapple, the Canadian bacon, and then we do black olives, jalapenos, and I like to add some feta cheese on there too.
Ooh, that's a good twist. I can't meet you on the jalapenos because I can't have anything spicy, but all that other stuff, perfect pairings. I like it.
Oh, yeah. It's delicious.
Good stuff. Feta cheese is like one of my favorites. I love feta cheese.
If anything has feta cheese on it, it's instantly a consideration on the menu.
Yeah. As I like to tell my wife, feta is better.
Oh, yeah. I like that.
Oh, man. Well, great job. Thank you so much for taking the time to do the voices here.
Absolutely.
What do you have? Because you guys don't do streaming at the same time, obviously, because Cal. What do you have coming up soon? What are you? I haven't even looked at the schedule to see what you guys are playing.
Yeah. I've been playing Persona 5 Royal, which I haven't gotten to the DLC just yet, but I'm rounding up on the end here. I think I'm in the Mementos Palace.
Mm-hmm.
So seems like we're rounding up on the end there. And then from what I understand, the DLC starts after the vanilla game is done.
Yes.
But I'm going to take a break from the game because it's been something like 70 episodes of Persona 5.
Might be due.
So, yeah. I'm going to take a break from the game, play one or two cute little short things, kind of palate cleansers, and then come back to the DLC portion.
Good stuff. Who's your favorite character in it?
My favorite character? As far as, like, personality goes... It's tough. I feel like I resonate the most with Makoto. Just like, kind of goody two-shoes, but also has like a rebellious side. In motorcycles, my family growing up actually owned a Harley shop for a little bit. So all of that kind of resonates with me. As far as like dating, as like playing my character and dating one of the characters, I haven't actually zeroed in on anybody. I think Makoto is the closest, but the one female character that we bonded with the most first was actually, we call her Dr. Thoughty. But the clinic doctor, because we think
Takemi,
she's pretty hot. Maybe. Honestly, I don't have most of their names memorized.
It's okay. Because you end up making your own names. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
that's just
so
what
Dr.
you do.
Thoughty is my girl.
She is pretty cool.
I like her style. I like her personality.
For some reason, my first playthrough, I went for Hifumi, the chess, the shogi player. And I look back at it now and I was like, I liked Haru and An so much more. I don't know why I did that.
I don't know.
I
find An to be too much of just like the, oh, I'm sexy and cute. And
and I think that was at first like what pushed me away from her. But then like the later story, turn for her, I think made me like her character a lot more. Like I got it more. I was like, okay, that's not actually how she feels about herself.
Right. Yeah. She doesn't. Yeah. She's got more to her, but I just kind of instantly was like, the busty girl with pigtails ain't my style.
Yeah. Whereas Haru, I really like her. She feels like the mom of the group, kind of. And I think it's kind of a shame that you get her on the team so late, because you barely get any time with her. And I remember,
and even when she does join the team, you're still not allowed to hang out with her for a really long time.
It's so stupid. I hate that. And so like the first 3 conversations I had with her, I was like, oh my God, why has this not been part of like,
Right.
talking with her? So,
Yeah.
I don't know. Anyway, that's my gripe.
Yeah. As far as the DLC, they add the DLC gymnastics character.
Mm-hmm.
She bothers the hell out of me because I actually was
You
a
too?
gymnast, and like her personality alone, it just doesn't feel very deep and flushed out. But then also the way that they like portray her as a rhythmic gymnast, which I wasn't a rhythmic gymnast, I was an artistic gymnast, which is like the classic vault, bars, beam, floor. Rhythmic gymnastics is separate, where you do the ribbons and the hoops and the balls, all that stuff. The way they were portraying it was not rhythmic gymnastics. It was definitely not that, and it just upset me so much.
Yeah.
But I was just like, I cannot get into this character.
So what I will say about her is that she does have an interesting story, but I agree with you that she wasn't my favorite because I usually don't like the character that the game is trying to push you off on.
Yeah, same.
Like in 4, I did not like the idol girl, the actress.
Yeah.
Because the game wanted you to like her, and I was like, nah, man, she creepy as fuck.
It's that rebellious side. It's like, oh, this is what you want me to do? No, I'm not doing that.
It's like, I really like Kick Girl over here. I love Chie. She's awesome. She watches Kung Fu movies. You find a girl that watches Kung Fu movies, she's a keeper.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for your time, and we'll talk again soon. This was a lot of fun.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh man, the death happened.
Oh, God. Hello, you sexy piece of man meat.
I was
What can I
hoping you
do
would
for
come
you?
by.
What are you buying?
You know, it's funny because, you know, for the people that are listening, I'm gonna snip out the bits where you guys were trading places. So from their perspective, it's like, have you ever seen Chill Pill and Ratter Tatter in the same spot? Maybe they're the same person.
They're the same person. Oh, God. That would be just ridiculous.
Just a little bit.
Oh, my goodness.
That's like saying Clark Kent is Superman. Like,
That's-
for real, dog?
That is fake news. You know what? You get that out of your head. That is a narrative that I will refuse to buy. Clark Kent is a completely different person. He has glasses, okay?
Yeah. If he
God.
took them off, he wouldn't be able to see.
Exactly. He's supposed to, like, save the world. Like, shit.
I mean, Daredevil does it without seeing, but, like,
No.
it's not
No.
Superman.
He's faking it. That is also
faking it.
fake news. Daredevil can actually see.
That's true. This whole
true.
time, we were lied to.
You think he's jumping around Hell's Kitchen not being able to see? That's just stupid. Irresponsible.
So, did you ever see the second season of Digimon?
Like the original cartoon?
Yes.
Yes. I have vague memories of it, yes.
So, I'm having my daughter Izzy watch Digimon right now because she's like at that perfect age, you know, for enjoying the story and everything. And she got to the second season and they started to like let on who the Digimon Emperor is. And spoiler alert for people who haven't seen, you know, like I think it's 20-year-old show at this point.
Yeah, right? Like, this isn't even spoilers for, like, the reimagining, like, new whatever shit.
Yeah. Ken is the Digimon Emperor. Oh, no!
How dare you? I was just about to start season 2. I'm upset.
So when they start to do the not so subtle hints that Ken is the Digimon Emperor, Izzy looks over to me and she's like, that's the Digimon. Or I was like, that's crazy. You are crazy for thinking that.
What are you smoking, little girl?
So we got to the scene where, he rips off the clothes and it's Ken. And I was like, that's no, you're just making that up, girl. That's not Ken. It's his evil twin.
What an imagination on this girl. Jeez.
So she's gotten to the end of the show now. And I was like, at the end of every episode, I would ask her, what do you think is going to happen next? To see how engaged she is. And she'd be like, oh, well, I think this is going to happen. And it's like something super obvious, right? Like they're basically telling you what's going to happen in the next episode. And I'll be like, what? That's crazy. That's like the time that you thought Ken was Digimon Emperor and she gets so mad.
You should have her watch the original Dragon Ball Z run, like the Frieza saga or just before the Frieza saga, and be like, do you think Goku's gonna get to Namek on the next episode?
Do you think he's ever gonna charge that fucking spirit bomb? God. 5
minutes literally stretched out into what, like 12 episodes? Oh my god, Shonen Jump is just the worst when it comes to like, you know what? We're gonna pad the padding.
Yeah. And then they have shows that are super tight. Like the first 2 seasons of Bleach, super tight. Nice, quick, strong, barely any filler, and then just entire seasons of filler. And like, you guys suck so hard.
So they have 2 flavors. They have Bleach. Bleach is a flavor, and then you have One Piece. Bleach.
Of course, I took a drink as you said that.
Hopefully, you're not drinking bleach.
It's the best. It's the best way to make sure you're clean.
Yeah, it clears you out. I mean, if it's good enough for my clothes, it's good enough for my GI tract.
So, I got a couple questions for you, sir.
Uh-oh. I don't know those people. I was not there, officer.
I was in Tahiti when all that happened, sir.
Yes, Tahiti. Yes, that is a place that I was definitely in at the time of the murder.
And it's not in Europe. Did you know that? Not in Europe.
That would be the little bit of evidence that makes the police officer be like, well, he must have been, because he said it's not in Europe, so like that proves it.
Do you get that reference?
No, I don't. What was that?
Okay, so this is a extremely obscure reference, and if you ever see this movie, you just got to watch it right away. There's this amazing Robert Redford movie called Sneakers, and it's about hackers in the 90s, but not like, TV hackers, like people that break into banks and stuff to test the security system. And at the very end of the movie, they're talking to a CIA agent, and they're like kind of extorting the agent out of something. And one of the guys says, I want an all expense paid trip to Europe, Barcelona, Rome, London, and Tahiti. And the guy responds with, this is James Earl Jones responding, by the way, with, Tahiti is not in Europe.
Everything the light touches is not Tahiti. Simba, how can you be so stupid?
If you ever see Sneakers on like Amazon or whatever service you got, you have to watch it. It's so freaking good, dude.
Which is better, Sneakers or Hackers?
Hackers can blow me.
Really? Oh, Hackers was so fucking of its time, and it was
it's very glitzy, but it doesn't have much of substance. Whereas Sneakers, like it gets you. It's got something really good, and it's really unfortunate that it was pretty much slept on by everybody.
Yeah,
Plus,
but
it's
like
Robert Redford.
I mean, but like Angelina Jolie, bro.
Yeah, but that's what you got Tomb Raider for.
True, but hack the planet.
Well, that's what you got War Games for, also.
That's true.
Matthew Broderick.
I'm still team hackers. Sneakers and hackers.
Watch Sneakers, and I
Thank me later.
I think you'll find a new favorite. It's got River Phoenix in it. Dan Aykroyd. Fucking. God, I'm blanking on names because it's such a stacked movie. Ben Kingsley.
That's hilarious that it's like it's got all these fucking. I don't know. Would you call them A-list? I guess I would be, because Dan Aykroyd in the 90s would have definitely been A-list.
Yeah.
Shit, that's crazy.
Yeah.
And at the time, hackers was a thing. Was Angelina Jolie was a nobody.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'll have to send you like the movie, poster or whatever for this, so you can know it when you see it. It's good, man. It's good stuff.
Well, I'll be on the lookout.
So, we talked a little bit about how you performed, how you prepared for the performance today. You did some read-throughs, kind of keyed into your characters, things like that, and how I'm your first.
Ooh, yes. Yes, you are.
So how was this different from what you might do on your own? Like, what would your process be that's different? Because you've done some readings of like, I think you've got some Edgar Allan Poe, right?
Yeah.
And things like that. What would you have done different if you were just doing this on your own?
It's hard to say, because a lot of the notes that you gave me for the characters were actually kind of how I would have interpreted it in the first place.
Which definitely helps.
Do what now?
Which definitely helps.
Yes, exactly. Because I think with this specific read, you hit the nail on the head with just how like quintessential these specific voices for these roles are. Like when you think of old-timey announcer, you typically will think of like those old like educational videos and stuff like that. And like I said earlier, the Fallout series, and just like the crooning voice is just like so, yep, this is a 1950s feel for sure. So if I had picked up on the narration bit of it, just reading it cold without any sort of direction, I probably would have leaned that way anyways, because it seemed too like over the top, like campy bullshit that it wouldn't make sense to do like a movie deep voice, like in a world where there are aliens and shit. Like that wouldn't make sense. So yeah, like I would have interpreted it that way. And then the alien himself, Razor Claw, you wrote some very on the nose villain dialogue. And usually whenever I go villain, I usually like to either do one of two flavors right out the gate, which is like what I gave you, and then also very, very deep and menacing kind of voice. he was very much not a guffaw, like kind of
right
shit. So I was like, he's got to be a higher pitched nasally something or other. And then Texan is Texan. Like I've got like 12 shades of Texan that I can do. I did what I call Arthur Morgan. But then you have the McConaughey and you have like prospector voice and whatever, and like that's too cartoony. And and then you are also talking about Tommy Lee Jones, younger Tommy Lee Jones, circa I would say like Men in Black 1 or whatever. Like I can get the timbre and all that in all those voices. So if there was any other kind of cowboy or Texan that you wanted, I could probably emulate it to the best of my ability. But yeah, all those voices, just looking at them, I usually will just try to get an idea of like picking up on any nuances in the text to give hint about how this person might speak, and bar any of that, see what their name is or any descriptors and whatnot. And you gave those at the end of the read, so I didn't really have to think it up. But yeah, gnarled, skinny, menacing looking space alien and Texan, you know, pretty standard stuff as far as I'm concerned. But yeah, that's kind of how I go at it, is I try to find clues, and if I'm not given direction, I'll just kind of figure out what I think this thing looks like and what they sound like on my own, and then change it per the direction.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. You know, a lot of times a piece will tell you the voice it's written in. You know, like what it's trying to say to you. I, in particular, all of my dialogue that's in my writing, all of it gets spoken. I say it myself as I'm writing it, or, you know, I'll edit it down after reading it and things like that. I act out the scenes between two characters so that I can kind of key into the kind of voice that they're supposed to have. You know, because that changes up your lexicon. If you're trying to make a character Scottish, you're going to have a different way of speaking and a different timbre, and how you approach a sentence is going to be a little bit different than if you are nice and posh-nosh and trying to focus on not crapping your pants, you know.
It is good to focus on that.
Yeah.
I have to tell myself frequently, don't crap your pants, don't crap your pants. Crap.
Stop, don't do it, don't do it.
Sphincter, goddammit. I swear to God. Yeah, and then in the same breath, like I was mentioning with like the nuance of the writing, you can tell that you're going for a Scottish brogue kind of accent whenever you see like cannas in the text instead of cannot or can't or whatever. You immediately know what they're trying to go for. So yeah.
I kind of tell you what to do.
My friend and I went to Scotland a while ago, a long time ago, and we stayed with my other friend's grandmother in Arbroath, and we picked up on the Scottish brogue pretty quickly. And one of our favorite inside jokes was referring to canna as like can of. So like we would just open like a can of whoop-ass. we would just talk to each other and just be like, a can of peas, do it. A can of pumpkin goo. Just like it's really stupid, but kinda and can of was our little inside joke. It just reminded me of that. Yeah.
That's good. I like that.
Yeah.
So, away from the talking about the vocal performance, I have to ask. So you've got a lovely channel where you stream all kinds of games, and provide some amazing analysis of what you're doing and
amazing. Go back and watch my last stream of Castlevania 64 and tell me that I'm giving more than Cro-Magnon like kind of grunts while I'm fighting Dracula. Yeah, amazing dialogue there. You just see me in the corner drooling with a deadpan stare, just like hating my life. Yeah.
Yeah.
But go on. Continue to blow that trumpet.
So I was wondering what you would say your favorite game or night of streaming or video that you've done so far, and why is it Glover?
Oh, everybody loves the glove. Ain't nobody gonna say in this recording or anybody listening to this interview that Glover is a terrible game. It is one of the most hiddenest of gems. And you can do things like stand on a ball and jump in the water. Yeah. Oh, and you can have really, really, really bad mechanics that really make you question why you're playing this game for the 12th time. But, that's besides the point. I love Glover. It's the best game I will ever play, and you should all play it. Mm-hmm.
That's my only gotcha of the entire thing.
That's fine. You know what? It's not even a gotcha when you're so passionate about how good a game is. So good that they can't even make a sequel. They just continue to release the same masterpiece over and over. It's like, why make the Mona Lisa 2 when we have the Mona Lisa? Let's just put it on the Switch.
Yeah.
Hooray.
Totally. Why would you need to fix it?
Yeah, and then also don't do anything to fix mechanics or graphics or, shit like draw distance and all that. No. People love the Glover in its original form. We are not going to mess with perfection. We are just going to give Gen Z and Alpha what they crave, and that is balls and gloves. Balls and gloves for days. I love balls and gloves. Yes.
Did you anticipate me even asking about Glover?
No, I did not. But I always jump on the opportunity to sing the praises of Glover 64. I will die on that hill that it is. You know what? There's Superman 64, and then there's Glover.
Yeah.
One is great, and the other is greater.
I mean, Glover has more balls.
It's true. Superman only has 2, but Glover has like multiple that he can change. Can Superman morph his balls into crystal? No.
Yeah.
He can't. How super is that? It's bullshit.
Yeah. Superman doesn't even
He flies through rings. Stupid. The draw distance is the same, though.
And Superman doesn't even have any gloves. What a poser.
Exactly. Oh my god, he's got a cape, but where are the gloves? That's what I saw in the IGN review. 1 out of 10. Where the fuck are the gloves? They even wrote fuck. They were that upset about it.
Yeah, it's right up there with Pokemon Ruby and Sapphire. Too much water.
Too much water. Not enough gloves. Too much water. Yeah.
Which is funny because like after years, like decades at this point, playing Ruby and Sapphire and Emerald, Yeah, too much water.
Absolutely.
Too much fucking
How did
water.
they not see that on the first one? And then Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire come out, and they're like, you guys had to put in all of the water? Like, don't you remember 8-year-old kids telling you just how much water there was and how much they didn't like that part of it?
I will say,
Idiots.
though, I feel like the pacing of Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, I've literally been recording all day, so like my ability to talk is just like almost gone. But
That's okay. I'll do talking for us, Rain.
That's good.
Yeah.
I feel like the pacing of the remakes got it to the point where the water didn't feel as oppressive.
No,
in those. That's what I felt like.
The thing is, like, it was so much easier to like surf now because in like I feel like in the original you had to like actually go to the Pokemon that knew surf, select surf in the menu, but now like you just walk up to the water and you be like push A, yeah, fuck yeah, let's surf, and like you would go. Like that doesn't take away, or that doesn't negate like all the random battles and the weird Pokemon trainers that hide their balls in their bikini. But like, yeah,
it's a fashion choice.
Exactly.
You got to pad somehow.
And it made no sense, but that reviewer just died on that hill. That one of the negative things was too much water. God bless her.
Glover, too many balls.
Yeah. God.
That'd be funny to like go through every IGN episode, IGN review, and reduce the review down to too much XYZ. You know, like too much something.
Oh yeah, Death Stranding. Too many packages.
Too much walking.
Too much Norman Reedus. What the hell? Give us another character that isn't Norman Reedus, Hideo. Oh, come on, Hiddy. I don't want Norman Reedus. I want another character from Walking Dead.
The Suicide Squad game, too much whatever that is.
Too much suicide, not enough squad. Where's the squad? All I want to do is kill myself, but where's the squad? Yeah. Exactly.
It's true.
9 out of 10.
9 out of 10.
9 out of 10. It has room for improvement.
Game of the year.
Game of the year. Goaty.
Oh,
I'm
man.
gonna take it offline.
You kids are still
they
playing.
took it offline. Look at that.
You kids are still playing Elden Ring. You bitches need to play Suicide Squad.
Fuck you. I can be Harley Quinn.
Jumping around and flying around.
Yeah. Doing things that literally none of those characters can do because they're like, I don't know.
It's such a weird choice. Why?
I don't know. Why? Rocksteady is capable of so much greater, and they just got shoehorned into this bullshit.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Such as video games.
Whew. Speaking of good games,
okay,
like actually good games, though.
Yeah.
Have you taken a crack at Expedition 33?
I have. In fact, I keep referring to it as French People in Wonderland, because that's essentially what it is. It's like, it's a magnificent world, and we're going to throw in the word merde every once in a while to remind you that we're all French.
I mean, why wouldn't you? You got to fight lions and shit,
exactly. And then you have a bunch of little, totally not the cokeries called the sac à patate. Yeah, it's a fun little game. I really enjoy the dodge parry mechanic. It's a lot of fun to just like, it's like the Mario RPG series. Like you time stuff right and you get rewarded for it, and you don't even have to be like a high level to take down like the biggest bad if you're just like a god at parrying and dodging. Yeah. It's very rewarding. We are I really don't know how far along
What's the
Ratter
last
and I
thing?
are.
What's the last thing you remember doing? Because I can tell you.
We're about to bury someone. Not to spoil anything.
You are in the early. You're in the mid-late first third.
Okay. Yeah, we can only play the game like an hour at a time because I have to play it whenever Ratter has put down the baby for bed, and between then and 11 o'clock when she gets to do her last pump of the night, and that's for milk, not lifting weights, bro. Like, fuck yeah, 11 o'clock, time to feed these pythons. Oh yeah, brother.
Whoa, bro.
Can I be the big spoon tonight? No way.
Get fucked.
But yeah, we play it in short spurts, but I'm told it's a really short RPG in general, so we'll probably finish it up in the month, but I'm enjoying it.
It can be. I got 84 hours out of my first playthrough, but then I was looking for everything.
Everything? Yeah. That's what I'm told. It's like, if you just start to finish it, like, it's maybe 30 hours. Yeah. If you want to see everything, you're going to be pushing, like, Persona levels of hours. So, yeah. I don't know if I'm into it that much, but I do enjoy it. I do want to see it through, but completion? I don't know. I'm pretty hardcore into Donkey Kong Bonanza right now.
There you go.
That game is fucking bananas. But yeah, it's a lot of fun. The destruction mechanic in DK Bonanza is one of the most satisfying things I've ever done in my 30 years of gaming. It's really fucking good. Yeah. That's
good. I haven't played any of that, but then, I played a little bit of Donkey Kong Country. They had one that came out for the GBA, I think, right? Or is that the DS?
Well, they did. They had several that came out for the GBA because they re-released all of the Country series on there.
Right.
But then they also had a a weird one, the King of Swing, where like you would use like the L and the R buttons to grab onto stuff and fling yourself up levels and stuff.
Wow.
Yeah, that one's a deep cut.
Is it as good as Glover? Because I mean, if it's not as good as Glover, I'm not interested. I mean,
you do grab onto a bunch of balls, so I don't know, man. It's a toss-up, but I'm always going to lean towards Team Glove. You know me.
I know you like to have the white glove service.
Exactly. Exactly.
So touching on, the fact that you have an adorable kid, a lot of people in our generation seem to think that you just can't have time to do it all. Have a family, work, have a creative outlet. And it's not like you have a job where you just sit, fart, collect paycheck. Like you actually
yeah, I love being a professional farter. I would do that amateur and not get paid at all.
Like you do actually have a difficult job, right? So do you guys find it difficult to find that balance? Do you have a secret sauce that kind of keeps things together? Like how do you make it work?
Love will keep us together.
That's true.
No, so
love. Next question.
Yeah. This is stupid. It's love. The answer is love, Rain. God. Figure it out. So yeah, I having a kid and doing a real job, I'm a pharmacist at a level 1 trauma center, and that's pretty stressful.
Quite.
I work 7 days in a row, so I've got 7 days off, and I think that's what really helps is we've got the time to do like our streams and stuff purely on my week off. We'll cram in 2 streams every week off that I've got a piece.
Right.
Ratter will stream one and then I'll stream one. But that only works because of the schedule that I have at work. Now throw a baby into the mix of it, and now we're having to like cut short on streams to make sure that baby gets his bedtime routine underway. Right. But yeah, so unfortunately, for prospective parents out there, you will have a shock when you first become a parent. Probably for the first long while, figuring out how to balance your life and
how to sleep.
Yeah, how to sleep, how to take care of this kid, how to work, and how to still find time for yourself and your partner. And it's just like, I'm not gonna lie, it's very stressful. But you will eventually find what works for you. But keep in mind that after you have a kid, you don't get to just have 8-hour-long gaming sessions anymore.
No.
Which is unfortunate. I miss those, but also I don't have the time. But you know what? I do make the time for myself to still game. I still make time to go to the gym. And that's the thing. I guess if you want to say a secret sauce is understanding that time will not be available to you. So you literally have to carve out the time. You have to speak openly with your partner and just be like, hey, I am going to go to the gym for the next hour. Whenever I get back, I'll take over and watch the baby, so you can do whatever you need to. It's about working together and literally just like carving out the time, because it does not exist. It's not just free and available anymore once you have a kid. So yeah, it's all about time management, and it's all about actually making time for yourself, because otherwise it will feel very insurmountable and overwhelming. Especially if you're a person like me that has like anxiety and depression, it can feel like you're drowning. But if you actually just tell yourself, I am going to go to the gym, I am going to play this game after the baby goes to sleep, and just do it, and don't just like compromise and be like, I'm kind of tired now, I'm just going to whatever. You're going to hate yourself that you didn't give yourself the time to do something for you. Yeah, resting is important, but also resting is not really me time or us time or whatever. You just got to do it. And yeah, that's pretty much it.
And there's the difference between sleeping and resting, right? Like, you know, part of being restful is finding some measure of peace in either each other or, you know, taking a minute. You know, I remember when I first had Izzy, you know, the just giving my wife a second to take a shower was like just like this amazing piece of kindness that I could do for her, you know, like, oh, I can finally take a shower. And that was like the biggest thing in the world, right? I think a lot of people think of married life in the same terms as single life, and then thusly also kid life in the same terms as not kid life.
Exactly. Yeah.
And it's just not the same. You do carve out time along the way. You figure that out, you know, like how much time do you need in a day to just not be crazy, right? Like
yeah. It's really these are the things that whenever I wasn't a parent were things that made me be like, I never want to be a parent. That sounds terrible. Guess what? It's not great, but it's also worth it. Like, it's one of those things that like it sounds very stereotypical, like, oh, but it's so worth it. Like, whenever you have kids, it's true though. Like,
it's very true.
It's really one of those things that you kind of have to touch the stove to see it's hot yourself. Like, you can be told that it's hot, but it's one of those things that you gotta see yourself in order to actually understand. And unfortunately, to any prospective parents out there who are on the fence, you're not going to feel ready for it, and your time is going to be taken away from you. But there is a trade-off, and the trade-off is getting to know the little booger that you're taking care of, and watching them grow and become a human being step by step. It is rewarding in a way that I've never had any sort of like sense of reward in my past. But I would be remiss to tell you that I don't miss like being able to like just do whatever I want whenever I wanted to. Like,
just
even
go
something
and watch a movie. You know?
Yeah, exactly. Like, go on a date in the middle of the week or whatever, you know? Like, it just doesn't happen anymore. But I digress. It's one of those things where it's like you have to give up time and you have to carve out time. There's a lot of give and a lot of take, but the great parents understand that they basically come second.
Yeah.
Taking care of your kid is one of the best things that you can ever experience. But just know that on the other side of parenthood, you will be a different human being. What that looks like varies from person to person, but yeah, the compromise can be difficult, but it has its own rewards that you can't see until you're on the other side of that fence.
Yeah, it's similar to so there's a line in one of my series, Avalon Academy, where one of the characters is trying to explain what magic is. And she phrases it as, it's something that can't be explained, only understood. It's like, you can't explain what it is to be a father. You really can't.
It's like explaining the color red to a blind person.
Yes.
It doesn't make sense. You just have to experience it yourself.
You can't explain to another person what it's like to be a mother, and, you know, transitioning to this sense of advocacy for somebody's future, like someone advocated for you, right? You know, it's such a subtle thing that, like, all of a sudden you look back and you're like, wow, I'm a very different person, but I'm a better person because of it. You know?
I agree. I agree. It
so
teaches
strange.
you a lot of life lessons too, about patience, mostly about patience. Like, time management and patience, I think, is what I have learned the most in this last year being a new father. So
it's like, you know, maybe you don't get to play your game tonight, but tomorrow night's a weekend, and you get to have a little bit of extra time then, and they'll all work out. There's so much like, okay, maybe I can't do what I want to do right now, but that doesn't mean I can't do it later. Right?
Exactly. Yep. Exactly. I completely agree.
Am I the only friend that you guys have that has kids?
No.
I didn't think so.
Every single one of my friends, except for 2 couples, have kids. In fact, do you remember Toko?
Yes.
Okay. For all of you who really probably realistically have no idea what I'm talking about, Toko is one of the viewers that when Rain was streaming would come into his streams, and he's a frequent in our streams as well. He's actually a childhood friend of mine. I've known him since 4th grade.
That's what you call friendship, guys.
Yeah, right? Friendship goals, bros. And we have a really, really sturdy relationship. It's very nice that he's still a part of my life, and I'm thankful that I have friends like him.
Yeah,
but
most people
I digress.
don't have a friend that goes that long.
Right? Shit.
Oh, hi, Kitty.
So, he, on his first go round with kids, had twins.
Oh, yeah.
Twin girls. And
Challenge mode activated.
Right? And then over a year ago, he had a 3rd girl. So he's 4-1 in the XX versus XY chromosome land. But yeah, I've got friends who have a couple of kids. I've got friends who have 1 kid, and the funniest thing about it is until relatively recently, Ratter and I were the only ones in our friend group that had a boy. Everybody had girls. Every single one of them had girls, and Toko had 3 girls. So I always kind of felt like the outlier with having a boy, because it's like, while there are certain universal truths that fathers can share with each other, it's I always like to throw in questions that are boy specific.
Yes.
Like, when you're putting on your baby's diaper, what direction do you point their penis? It's just really funny to throw out there every once in a while, because like, literally there are probably 7 or 8 kids in our immediate friend group, and they are all girls.
That's good though, because like all the friends that I have, except for you guys, none of them have kids.
Oh, really?
And they don't understand. There's always going to be that line where, okay, so my best friends, Tara and Abe, they understand to a certain extent, but there's always going to be that line, right, where there's going to be something that they're not going to be able to quite be in the mind space to get that, but they're like 2 of the most understanding people I've ever met in my life. They're very, very chill. They love seeing my daughter and everything, getting choked up here talking about my friends. Yeah.
Man up, Rain. Come on.
Hanging out with her, being a part of her life, but there is always going to be that little thing that's missing until they have a kid. And until I think a couple of years ago, they hadn't married yet, and I think there's a certain line where like after you get married, there's like a certain understanding that you get there where, as I told one of my coworkers when she was getting married, I was like, this is the moment where I becomes we.
Yeah.
You don't think as separate people anymore.
Yeah, exactly.
What are we going to do about this? What is...
It's the royal we.
Yeah.
We are not amused. Yeah. No, I agree. It's that is a huge stepping stone. Mm-hmm. Like I would say getting married is a really big life changer. Mm-hmm. But having a kid, it changes your perspective on things. When you get married, if you are marrying the right person for you
for the right purposes,
it shouldn't change your life that drastically as far as like your schedule and your hopes and dreams and like all that stuff. Because now you have a partner who can work with you and help you in achieving all that stuff and making it work. But when you have a kid, it is a creature that is 150% reliant on you, and
what you
are
teach
getting
it.
Absolutely, yeah, you're getting absolutely nothing back except for the satisfaction of knowing that you're raising them the way that you want to raise them and make them into a good member of society, But yeah, that's there's a mentality change with going from I to we, but there's a life changing moment when we becomes us.
Yeah, definitely.
It's huge, and yeah, like we've been saying all this time, you aren't actually going to fully grasp it until you're on that side of the fence yourself. So
yeah, I think a good marriage basically focuses who the two of you are, as people individually, but also as a unit. There's a clarification that happens of understanding and purpose, and you actually have somebody you can rely on that isn't going to be like, I'm cool with not dating anymore. Right?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
It's a security change to a large extent. It's very, but with the right person for the right purposes.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Yeah. Okay. So I have to ask the most important question of the entire interview, probably the most important question of any interview. What is your ideal pizza?
Did you ask Ratter this question too?
I'm not going to say because I want to see if you have a different answer.
No, because she and I have the exact same favorite pizza. It is Canadian bacon, black olives, pineapple, and jalapeno.
There you go, boys. We got it. It's the same answer. Hell yeah.
That is how you know you're compatible, when you like the same pizza toppings.
Do you have like a particular place that you like to get it from, or do you make it yourself? Or
we will make it ourselves on occasion, but there's where was it? There's a restaurant called Pie Tap that's really good.
Ooh.
And then God, I can't remember where it is, but it's like it's in the Frisco area. But it's not it's not a like Domino's, Pizza Hut like kind of thing. But if I were to get it from a place like a Domino's or Pizza Hut, I think we typically go Pizza Hut. But I also really, really, really like Papa John's.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, not Domino's.
Yeah. No, Domino's, no. I just threw them out because everybody knows Domino's.
Yeah.
They're, if you want, like, the opposite of good pizza, like, you know that commercial, it's not delivery, it's DiGiorno. I can believe that this is not DiGiorno. This is very much a crappy delivery pizza from Domino's.
Very much so.
What's worse, though, Domino's or Little Caesars $5 whatevers?
The thing about Little Caesars, though, is it's honest about what it is.
That's very true. You know what?
Domino's,
that is exactly true.
Domino's dresses itself in fake Prada and all the name brands, telling you that it's just as good as Papa John's and Pizza Hut, and it's like garbage. It's so bad.
Hearing you say the word fake Prada just like made me think of a portmanteau of they should just start calling that like Frauda.
Frauda, yeah.
It's perfect. It's perfect.
It's true. All right, man. I know you're coming up on time, so anything you'd like to shout out? We're of course going to have links to your channel and everything in the description, but anything you'd like to shout out, anything coming up?
Shout out to my buddy Rain for letting us be a part of this project. That's a lot of fun. No, I'm sure Ryder's already said it, but yeah, you can follow us on BSV Live. We don't post on our original channel. It was specifically for like Let's Plays and whatever and reviews, but we have dropped that long ago. In lieu of that, we've just been doing live streams, but we stream every other week, Wednesday, Thursday, and then Monday, Tuesday. And we don't really have any socials because keeping up on social media I found to be exhausting on top of like everything else. So if you follow the link that Rain puts wherever he's going to put, you can join our Discord and we ping everybody whenever we go live. But yeah, I play a lot of horror games, Metroidvanias, and Souls-likes, and
Glover.
Glover, of course. That's my palate cleanser every time. Whenever I'm like, I want a hard game after playing Dark Souls 3, I'm like, Glover. And then Radder plays a bunch of games that she never got to experience because she didn't play games growing up.
Right.
So it's everybody got to see her first unabashed take on Skyrim, and finding somebody who hasn't played Skyrim.
It's magical, dude.
The year 2020. Is a unicorn.
Yeah, it's like finding a fucking unicorn. It's amazing. Right. Like, you haven't?
You don't know. And then just like
Can
having
I watch?
Everybody try to tell her how to do things. It's like, you don't understand. The best part about this is she doesn't know. Like, you don't need to be in here backseating. But whatever. I digress. Yeah, that's all our stuff. But yeah, thank you so much for having us.
Absolutely, man. You both of you are 100% invited anytime. If you get a chance in the future, we were talking about sending you things for voicing and all that, and we'll talk about that in the future.
Sure thing. Sounds like a good time.
It's been awesome. You guys are honestly my best friends on YouTube. It's been awesome knowing you guys, and I was really happy to have you on. I'll go ahead and let you go because I know I'm running you past time. I'm running myself past time too, so that's good.
It's all right. We've been yapping for like over an hour and 40 minutes. I guess it's time to say goodbye.
Yeah, it's true. All right, man. Rain. Thank you so much, and thank you everybody for watching, and we'll catch you in the next one.
Bye-bye.